What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated, undisputed junior welterweight world champion, British superstar boxer Josh Taylor, 19 wins, no loss, no draw, 13 wins by way of knockout, 32 years of age, 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach, will defend his linealship, okay? Surprisingly, have come to agreement, and it has now been made official, okay, that Josh Taylor will defend his linealship because he has been stripped of his titles. He only has the WBO, World Boxing Organization title. He's been stripped of the WBC, IBF, and the WBA title, but he still is the lineal champion. He didn't lose those titles in the ring. And he will defend it against former unified lightweight world champion turned junior welterweight superstar title contender in Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez is 18 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 13 wins by way of knockout, 25 years of age, 5'8" with a 68.5-inch arm reach. They will face off against each other June 10th. This is shocking because Teofimo Lopez, he became the WBC mandatory challenger for two-time junior welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, who currently is the reigning WBC junior welterweight world champion, and Regis Prograis, who is 28 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 24 big wins by way of knockout, 34 years of age, 5'8" with a 67-inch arm reach. He became the mandatory challenger for Regis Prograis, and they turned it down, okay? And many people complain, why is Teofimo Lopez turning it down to fight, opportunity to fight for the world title against Regis Prograis, right? And Teofimo Lopez Sr., father, trainer, and manager of Teofimo Lopez, said that they had a big fight that they were pursuing that was brewing. And now everybody expected Josh Taylor, who has not been in the ring. Josh Taylor fought February of 2022, okay, against Jack Catterall, okay? And many people thought that Josh Taylor lost that fight. He had to defend his titles against Jack Catterall. Jack Catterall was the mandatory challenger, but Josh Taylor was allowed to have a voluntary undisputed showdown with Jose Ramirez, okay? And then he had to honor his showdown with Jack Catterall, right? So Jack Catterall is another a fighter out of the UK, British superstar, a star title contender. Jack Catterall is now 26 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 13 wins by way of knockout, 29 years of age. He's a southpaw, 5'7" with a 69-inch arm reach. Now, in that fight, he lost a split decision, Jack Catterall did. Again, like I said, Josh Taylor, he was initially supposed to fight Jack Catterall. The winner, him and Jose Ramirez, okay, was supposed to fight Jack Catterall. They fought May of 2021. So they had to honor, you know, Jack Catterall took the step-aside money. So the winner of that fight had to fight Jack Catterall, which was Josh Taylor. Now, Josh Taylor, oddly enough, was complaining about making a weight. He's a very big junior welterweight. He was complaining about making a weight, and he stated that he wanted to move up to welterweight, but he had an obligation to fight and give Jack Catterall the opportunity because Jack Catterall was the mandatory, or he would have blocked him from even getting the undisputed match with Jose Ramirez. And so he did, and he complained that the reason why he unofficially lost to Jack Catterall, had a very tough fight, was because of the weight, right? He had the weight cut, you know, time off, and that he wanted to move up to welterweight. He wanted to challenge Terrence Bud Crawford, who's the WBO welterweight world champion. But now, oddly enough, Josh Taylor was stripped of all his titles. He's not going to fight. Now, he stated he was going to stay at junior welterweight one more fight just to give Jack Catterall the opportunity and to satisfy his own mind that he can beat Jack Catterall cleanly. He was dropped in the fight. I thought he lost the fight. But again, in the second half, Jack Catterall let off the gas, right? He felt he had it in the bag, and he was in Josh Taylor's backyard, and he didn't have it in the bag, and he lost, right? So he said he wanted to give the fans what they deserve, a rematch with Jack Catterall. He wanted to give himself, you know, what it deserves, which is to believe that he could beat Jack Catterall cleanly. So he was only going to stay at 140 for one more fight. Now he's not even fighting Jack Catterall. He said that he had an injury that he had to pull out. They were supposed to fight in March. The rematch was supposed to be in March. He stated he had an injury he had to pull out. And now he's agreed to fight Teofimo Lopez. Now, when Teofimo Lopez was the unified lightweight world champion, he was calling for a fight and calling himself undisputed. He was calling for a fight with Josh Taylor, 2 undefeated, undisputed champions, was what Teofimo Lopez was saying. But Josh Taylor was directing Teofimo Lopez to Devin Haney, who was the undefeated WBC lightweight world champion, saying, fight him, beat him, officially become undisputed, and then I'll fight you for undisputed. And he never did it. Teofimo Lopez never did it. And now Teofimo Lopez is going to get the fight. Jack Catterall continued to, Josh Taylor, I keep saying Jack Catterall. Josh Taylor continued to brush off Teofimo Lopez and say that Teofimo Lopez needed to fight Devin Haney. He's saying Teofimo Lopez was a joke. Now, Teofimo Lopez moves up. He has 2 fights now. What's ironic here is Teofimo Lopez, he recently just fought Sandor Martin at lightweight, and he didn't look good against Sandor Martin. And many people thought that Teofimo Lopez lost that fight against Sandor Martin, okay? Many people feel that way, that Teofimo Lopez did not get the victory against Sandor Martin. Now we know they were building this towards this fight. Sandor Martin is a slick fighter, okay? Sandor Martin is 5'8", 5'9", 29 years old. He's a southpaw. He's slick. He came into the fight with 40 wins, 2 losses, no draws, 13 wins by way of knockout. So he's not a big puncher. And it was a very tough fight for Teofimo Lopez. He should have been 2 knockdowns. He got dropped in the fight, but it should have been 2 knockdowns. One was unofficial, but it clearly was a punch that the referee said it was a slip or a push, and it was clearly a punch. So he should have been dropped twice, and he should have lost the fight to Sandor Martin. He didn't look good in that fight. To which, at the end of the fight, Teofimo Lopez, he looked at the camera and said, do I still have it, right? And do I still have it? Do I still have it? You know, am I still the same fighter? He was questioning himself, which lets you know that that was a very tough fight. So you could clearly see that they were preparing themselves for this Josh Taylor fight. So now June 10th, this is huge news. I like the fight, you know, but I just think that Teofimo Lopez should have had a few more fights, you know, at this division. But hey, you know, he wants to have and prove to himself and to the people that, you know, he deserves to be considered one of the best. And so now he's going to fight, you know, Josh Taylor. This is a fight he's been calling for. He shocked the world when he defeated Vasil High-Tech Lomachenko. That was the biggest win in his career, you know, and now he feels like he's going to do it again. And now he has a huge opportunity. I'm surprised that Josh Taylor, though, is staying at, you know, the welterweight, the junior welterweight division. I'm super surprised because that was his whole complaint. His whole issue and his whole complaint was that, you know, the weight was too much and that he couldn't, you know, make the weight anymore. So he had to move up. Well, now, you know, he's going to stay there voluntarily to fight Teofimo Lopez. Now it's a big fight. I thought that he would definitely just make his way to fighting, you know, Terrence Crawford, because he has the WBO title, and the way the WBO operates, you move up in weight, they'll make you immediately the mandatory challenger. So I thought he was going to take that route, but he decided to stay at this weight, and he hasn't fought since February 2022. It's been a year since Josh Taylor has fought, and the last time he fought before that was Jose Ramirez, and that was May of 2021. So he hasn't been very, very active. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. I like the style of Josh Taylor to beat Teofimo Lopez, but if Teofimo Lopez takes a page out of the book of Jack Catterall and is very aggressive, he definitely can win this fight. So let's see how this plays out. We both seen Jack Catterall drop Josh Taylor. Teofimo Lopez was dropped by Sandor Martin, who's not a big puncher. Josh Taylor is a much bigger puncher than Sandor Martin, but Teofimo Lopez is a much bigger puncher than Jack Catterall. So it should be very interesting. So June 10th, Teofimo Lopez, Josh Taylor, can't wait. And that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. But this also, I thought of something else. This also creates an avenue for Devin Haney to fight Teofimo Lopez, Josh Taylor winner. Particularly if Teofimo Lopez beats Josh Taylor. Devin Haney's going to defend his titles against Lomachenko. He's the undisputed champion. He beats Lomachenko. He has the WBO title. Teofimo Lopez beats Josh Taylor. Devin Haney moves up and fights and makes himself the mandatory. He immediately could fight Teofimo Lopez, and he already assigned the top rank. Now, this is his last fight with Lomachenko, but he re-ups to fight Teofimo Lopez. That would be huge. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.